So hello and welcome back to another coin video. My name is Glenn and today we're looking at some coin, actually most of the coins of Ghana. So Ghana is a very interesting country. So it got independence on the 6th of March 1957. If you don't know where Ghana is, you can go to Wikipedia and look up the quick facts. So we have the flag, coat of arms, and here is the country. So capital is Accra. So the country, as you can see, is in green. So it's surrounded by Burkina Faso up north, Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire, Togo on the east. Then you got Benin, Nigeria, Guinea, Liberia, and it's the first British colony in Africa to get independence. So there were two other countries that did have independence beforehand. So you're looking at Ethiopia over here was already independent apart from the Italian occupation, as well as Liberia. They've always been independent. And all the other countries gained independence over different periods. Libya was an Italian colony. You could say that Egypt was also pretty much independent, pretty much since they got rid of the Ottomans in the late 1800s. Morocco is under French and Spanish, so all of these are divided into French and Spanish, not French and Spanish, French and English colonies. Then you got some Spanish. You had some former German colonies, and also Portuguese. So you got Angola, and that's not Morocco, Mozambique. So anyway, that is a short history of the country. And they first issued their coins in, here you go, 1958. So they did issue the West African pound, and then they issued their own Ghana pound. And the interesting fact is they had a 1,000 pound banknote, and when they changed over to the city, they had a 1,000 cedi banknote, which really was only for interbank changes. So those banknotes actually very expensive. Okay, so the first coins that they issue were the pound series, and as you can see, they are different sizes than the pounds that were actually used in other countries. And this reflects the fact that the West African currency was also a bit different. So what we have here, we have the half penny and 1 penny, which are somewhat smaller than the pennies of, okay, so I've got some, okay, I use Guernsey. They have doubles, but these are the same size as pennies. And as you can see, the 1 penny is actually quite a bit smaller. And that's probably just reflective of the value of the actual currency, because since the 1860s, when, you know, that size penny came about, I can't remember when actually, the currency is reduced in value. And these have the denomination, the Star of Ghana, and on the back we have the dictator Kwame Nkrumah. So he's the first head of state of Ghana, and he was deposed in 1966, and we'll get to those coins in a minute. So all these coins are pretty much the same. These are probably like $3 or $4 each. They're actually very high mint. I think there's like 30 million of these 1 penny coins. So they're actually very easy to get. And if you look at the threepence, it's scallop shape, and it's actually larger than the sixpence. But these are copper and nickel coins. The half and 1 penny are bronze. And they also have the dictator on them as well. So if you wanted to get this as a set, you're probably talking about at least $20 to $40. It depends on the coins. If the coins are all high grade like this 1 penny here, then you're probably paying close to $40. If they're all low grade, yeah, $20 is probably a good value. And then we have the 1 and 2 shillings. So do I have a 20 cents on the table? Hopefully I do, but I don't think I don't. So I'll pull one out of my pocket. So here we have a 20-cent coin. And as you can see, the 2 shilling is actually a lot smaller than the 20-cent coin. So that is the pre-decimal currency. And these are all 1-year issues, so if there are ever issues of that year, they're probably just a fake coin. So then we have the second currency. So that was issued not at £1 equals 2 cedis. It was £1 equals 2.4 cedis. So they really based it on the denomination. So that's how they revalued the actual coins. And the smallest coin they did issue was a 5 pesiwas. So I'm gathering is that the halfpenny and 1 penny still circulated as a half and 1 pesiwa coins. So these coins have the similar image. So this one would have been equivalent to 1 shilling. So here's a 1 shilling coin, put them together. The 10 pesiwa is a little bit smaller. So because, the African countries are actually quite poor, this made a really more of a realistic expectation. So just to pass the coins off as similar value and just revalue the banknotes, which a lot of people probably never actually spent anyway, because £1 was actually quite a lot of money. And as you can see, here I've got the obverse, and these are actually quite similar. They updated the effigy, and also they issued a 50 pesiwa coin, which is equivalent to 5 shillings. So it's quite a large coin. This one's probably cost you about $10. And as you can see, this one has a ghosting. So that's the image of the other side that is impacted on this side. So that's quite a nice coin. And I still need to get the 5 and the 25 pesiwa coins. So this guy was actually overthrown in, was it 1966, 67? 1966. So in 1967, they actually issued a new currency. And that was issued at 1.2 of the first cedis. So really, if you got a 10 pesiwas, you needed 12 old pesiwas to equal, that's a bit, no, I was right. So you need 12 of these to equal 1 of these. And this brings it into the valuation of the £1 equals 2 cedis of the same conversion that we actually used in Australia. And in this case, they changed the images that were on the reverse. So they removed the president, they put cocoa, they put cowrie, which used to be a form of currency, and they also put some drums on the actual. And these were used even in the hyperinflation period, which we'll look at in a minute. But we'll look at the denominations. So the 2 smallest coins, we have the half and the 1 pesiwas. And if you look at the pre-decimal currencies, these are the same size. So I also assume that these circulate for quite a while as a half pesiwa, except they removed the image and they put drums on the 1 pesiwa. On the half pesiwa, should I say? On the 1 pesiwa, they put drums as well. Freedom and Justice, the new motto. And this is the same size as well. So no point getting rid of all these when they could circulate for 30 to 40 years, saving money. Then we have the 2.5 pesiwas. So that would have been equivalent to threepence, and as you can see, the coin is the same size as a threepence coin. And this is a single year issue. All the other coins they did issue in other years. This is Coco. So these coins you're probably paying, in this condition, probably a few dollars. The 50% weights you're probably paying $5. That seems to be the most expensive of the lot. So then we have, okay, so the sixpence and the 5 penny, a different size, 5% weights. God, I keep on making mistakes. So that's those coins, and as you can see, it has a coat of arms of Ghana. Then we have the 10, the 20, pretty much the same. Then we have the 50, which they issued later on, so this is the 1975 version. Not a good coin, but I'm looking for a better one. And it is a larger coin. Then we have the large 1 cedi coin, so issued 1979, which I quite like, which is the same shape and size as the large British 50p. Then we got the inflation coins, so in the 80s, 90s, Ghana went through inflation, and this currency was revalued in 2007 at 10,000 cedis equals 1 new cedi. So pretty much this is equivalent, so this is the highest coin of the inflation period, is equivalent to 5% was they currently use. And this is my favorite coin. So if we go through denomination by denomination, we have the smaller 1 cedi, the 5 cedis, and these you can probably pick up for like $1 or $2 each. The whole set, not really that expensive. Then we've got the 10 and 20, issued 1991. So quite nice. Then we have the, so after this, the shape and the sizes get a bit confusing. So we've got the 50, which is the largest of the lot. And this one looks like it's like a proof-like coin, as well as the 200. So you've got the 50, issued 1999. As you can see, it looks proof-like. Then we have the bimetal 100, which is the only bimetal coin they issued on this currency. And as you can see, this one's a bit of a center strike. And then we have the 200, which is also, what is it, 7-sided. So it's actually quite a nice coin. And the largest coin, which we have, is the aluminium bronze 500 cedis. So I actually quite like that. It's quite a thick coin when you compare it with the others. So that is pretty much most of the hyperinflation set. So then we have the current coins, which are issued in 2007. So we have the 1% words. And these are a bit harder to get than the hyperinflation coins. If you want to get a set of these, you're probably paying at least $20. So we've got the bridge, got a guy blowing the horn on the 5% words. So these are all, so this is nickel plated steel, and these ones are copper plated steel. And the current value, I think it's about 5 cedis equals $1 Australian. So this is losing value pretty quickly. Education, then we have some corn on the 20% was 2007. And we had the coat of arms on the obverse. So coat of arms is the front of the coin. So then we have the 50% was, and then we have the 1 cedi. And they also do issue a 1 cedi banknote. So I'm not too sure which one is more common, the banknote or the coin. So we have a woman with a big hat. And then we have scales. And just the coat of arms once again. So the most expensive of this is the 1 cedi. I think they sell for about $4 or $5 each. And the whole set, yeah, probably about $20. It's a bit harder to get the whole set because not many people actually sell them. So these are all of the coins of Ghana. So if you wanted to get all of these, the most expensive of the lot are the 1965 issue, because a lot of these were withdrawn from circulation and replaced with the second cedi. And the third cedi, well, obviously not many tourists actually go to Ghana or actually come from Ghana. So it's just a bit harder to get those type of coins as a whole set. Anyway, I hope this helps you with your coin collecting. Let me know what you think about Garner's coins. I don't think I'll be making another video about these because this is pretty much most of the set. Thank you and goodbye.